The things that we've discussed over the course of the weekend is that one or two plays and you feel like your team is right there with one of the better teams in the Big Ten. And I think that's the case today, and those are magnified when you have a low-scoring game.
Yeah, first of all, both pitchers pitched great. Their starting pitcher pitched really, really well. That was an unbelievable effort by Dakota. There's a reason why he's on this team. He was a walk-on. It shows his character. It shows his toughness. I'm just really, really proud of him, man. He went right after those guys with no fear. It was fun to watch. He did a heck of a job, and then Sal coming in did a great job too. But in a game like that, you got to take advantage of opportunities. We should have turned 3 easy double plays today and didn't. And I definitely don't want that to come across as though that's the reason that we lost. But in close games, championship clubs make plays when they have to. And and then we also early in the game had runners at second, third, and one out in the infield back, and weak ground ball to second gets you a run. And so we've been doing a decent job of that. Our guys played hard all 27 innings this weekend, but came up short.
Let's look at Dakota Forsythe in his start. He goes 6 2/3 innings here. He suffers a loss, and really, it doesn't matter what it says in the final line score for him. I thought this was probably his best appearance in the blue and white. What did Dakota do well besides just going after these guys?
Really nothing more. He had great command of all 4 of his pitches, because he throws a fastball, curveball, slider, and changeup. And his command in and out was good, up and down. He did what you're supposed to do with a breaking ball and really, buried it so that even if he wasn't throwing it for a strike, guys would think it was a fastball and swing over it. It was just a great job by him. And it's just, again, I'm proud of him. I'm really, really proud of him. And wish we could have gotten him a win after that effort.
What made Jeff Kinley so tough for Michigan State?
Same thing. Competes, goes right after you. And doesn't give you another. I've said this before about guys, but really doesn't give you a good look twice at the baseball. I think a couple of our guys, got a little over anxious and swung at some pitches in counts that they shouldn't have. But you know what? That guy did a good job in setting them up. So you tip your cap to him, and he did a good job.
I just discussed prior to you coming up here in the booth, one of the things now when you have a heartbreaking loss yesterday, I think today is another tough loss that stings quite a bit, is how do you bounce back from that, and how resilient is the club going to be going into Purdue next weekend? Things would have to really break for the team to have a shot at the Big Ten tournament, but this is still an opportunity for you as a staff to learn what this team is, and I think a turning point now where the end of the season could define the way this club is viewed heading into 2016.
It's funny you say that, because I told the guys beforehand, I said, we can't control what other teams do in our conference, but we still have a lot to play for. And here's what we have. We tied right now the exact amount of wins we had all last year. We can finish better than that. We have one more win in the Big Ten than we did all last year. We can finish with more than that. And it's not just that. It's look at where we were, at the beginning of the year. I can't remember, we were 0-9 or 0-10, or maybe it was worse. But the character of this team and how do you bounce back from a tough loss? They showed you today. They played hard. James Coates, 0-2 count, battles his way back into the count, gets a ball that he hits that's not a double, but because he goes hard, he makes it a double. That's a sign of guys that are playing hard, and they're not letting the record, they're not letting yesterday control, how they go about it.
Well, Coach, appreciate it. Here on Mother's Day, I know that you have a couple of folks back at home you wanted to wish a happy Mother's Day to. It was a quick game and a tough loss for the club. I'm looking forward to seeing the guys get back after it.
Yeah, first of all, obviously, all the mothers there in Happy Valley, I hope they're having a great Mother's Day. The mothers of our parents who, are just obviously the backbone of our kids. And happy Mother's Day to my mom who, my dad died when I was a freshman in high school. So she sacrificed a lot for me and my sister. And I love her. And then the most beautiful, strongest, smartest woman I've ever met is my wife. And she's an unbelievable mother along with it. So wish we could have gotten a win, but they made their mothers proud today. That's